Hello, guys, and welcome back to Hey Manager. I've not said that in a while. It's been, I don't know how long it's been. Let me just double check how long it's been. It's been since September 24th, so 5 months. 5 months near enough. So that's around about 150 days, 170 days maybe. Um, I'm doing this video because I've not uploaded since the 24th of September. To in 2024. And I just wanted to come back. This is going to be a bit of an update video, a bit of an update on life, update on the channel, update on everything. And yeah, a bit of a heart to heart with everyone that enjoyed the videos, that have subscribed, that have been enjoying the videos. Bit of an update as to where I am. So I think I started a new job on the first week of September in 2024. Since then, I've been getting my head down into that. I mean, at age 25, you've really got to, just got to stick in, like get stuck in, really. I guess it's very hard to balance. I've living, you know, this 40-hour a week job, seeing friends, seeing family. I'm currently living by myself, and it's difficult to manage everything. And especially when you were your own editor, your own thumbnail creator, you'd play the games yourself. And yeah, it was a struggle. So something had to be sacrificed. It wasn't going to be work, it wasn't going to be, my love life, my girlfriend, it wasn't going to be family. It was going to have to be something, and sadly it was YouTube. So Birmingham save ended very abruptly, it did. I didn't really play FM since that either. I've been getting a little bit into FIFA because it was a little bit easier to play. You can just play it here and there. It didn't take too much of your time. It's such a more simpler game. And yeah, FM just felt a lot like a big commitment. FPL, even that felt like a big commitment. I think everything felt like a big commitment YouTube wise, and that's why I put it on the back shelf. Now, I think after 6 months, your probation period ends. You come after 6 months, you start to get past that probation period where they accept you and they're happy with you at your job, which they are, which is very exciting for me. But for YouTube now, I think I can probably try and get a little bit into it. And I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to try and become, a consistent YouTuber, someone that can produce things. I like the creativity of it all. As you can probably see with the branding that I've changed. If I change, I'll show you in a minute all the different screens I've made, but that's the joy I get out of it. That's the thrill I get out of it. Making content, doing the stats, interrogating the data, playing the games. FM's brilliant to play. Fancy football's brilliant as well. Doing all the predictions, talking football, it's always brilliant. I think what I did was I got so lost in the YouTube and making a video every day and getting it out there and doing all this that I sort of fell out of love with football a little to a degree, like talking football and seeing opinions and everything. Fell out of love with FM big time. That's a separate issue that I'll get onto in a minute. But I think from the heart, I think I lost that sort of creativity going into a job where you're devoting yourself for a number of hours a week, like extra to try and get on and get into it if you're a new person in a job. It's difficult. So I've taken this time to try and manage myself, trying to have Christmas to myself with my family, reset for the new year, try and rebalance myself because I think that's what's happened here with just this imbalance in my life where I just didn't know what I was doing, where I was going. And yeah, I think now I've settled down. I'm going to try and take the pressure off myself because it's one of my worst traits is putting pressure on myself. I've got to admit. And now I'm going to try and make YouTube videos again. It feels very strange doing this, which is interesting because I never thought it would be. But doing something like this where you're not the character that you are, like Hey Manager, it's just me, Alex. I want to do a bit more of things like this. Sitting down, speaking to you, talking about football, talking about, you know, basketball. That would be interesting as well. Try and get things going on that front. Trying to look at different managerial systems, looking at, data, looking at stats, FB Ref, everything. It's imploded as of late as data, especially like everything coming down to analysing, ball carries that relate into defensive shape and how that all you know, interlocks, I guess is the word. How they all interface with each other, all the different stats and how they all work. It's an interesting concept nowadays, football, and it's all very data driven, which I think runs away from this YouTube space where everything's so definitive. You can't have an opinion, but you can. There's always the emotion of the sport, the psychological aspect of the sport. I mean, Rashford would be one of the first videos I'd want to do. Look at the psychology of him. He's gone, taking himself out of one situation, putting himself into a new one. It's a struggle. It's much like what I did back in September, but it's a struggle. But you thrive after it. So I think just to hit on a few other notes, because I don't want this to be too long. I just want it to be a 10-minute video as an update. I'll be coming back. I'll be doing a PSG save on the new database and a new match engine. So that'll be the new series. I won't be doing it daily. I'll be trying to do it weekly. I'll see how my schedule aligns, but I'll be devoting myself to trying to put content out there and trying to make something different, trying to engage with people, which is what I've always wanted to do on YouTube. It's always nice to have that engagement. The comment section has still been going. I've still had I'd say 4 or 5 comments, even though I've not been uploading, which is strange. You continue to see people looking at your channel. The other thing is, it's been 5 years since I've started YouTube. Started YouTube in January, I think it was 16th of January 2020, during COVID. In fact, COVID didn't exist then, which is crazy to think. I started it in my last year of uni, thought I'd give it a go. Give it a year, try and see where I got to. Didn't really progress anywhere with it, but I committed to uploading every single day, which was massive for me because it was consistency and it was how I wanted to live my life. And it shows good practice, I think, to be able to be consistent, to be able to do something, no matter how you're feeling, no matter the effects or the current circumstances. You can produce something. That was difficult. So it's a proud thing that I'm happy with. So it's been 5 years. I've had quite a lot of success recently with the Dortmund save, getting thousands and thousands of views, which I'm very, very happy with. That went really, really well. And I feel like I was on an upwards, trajectory. It felt good. I'll just quickly show you. So I'll skip through these screens. You can see the new branding, the new background. And then the main one is what I wanted to go through was actually my channel. So I don't know if anyone's ever shown, I'm sure they have, but people are very quiet about how they see these screens. This is what I see on a day-to-day when I was uploading. You get all your different pointers. So for example, the Rebuilding United, which was a season rewind, which I tried to do. You can see different bits here. So you can see like analytics of it all. So as you can see here, this is how you sort of look. Most of the time you see lots of traffic coming through and then it sort of teeters off into the background. You can see your 19 more than usual, so I'm used to getting 70 views, got 89. You can see reach, you can see engagement. These are the stats that I quite enjoy looking at, and it's just nice to look back on, and especially if you look at sort of my channel as a whole. If you look at the analytics of this, and the last 28 days, 305 views. I've not uploaded in 5-6 months. 305 views is pretty mad. The Dortmund save's still going. 49 views on the first episode. So people are really liking it. And then again, Birmingham. You can see there, 21 watches of that. People like the content. People watch the content, and this is the type of thing I want to be doing. You can see FM. I'm starting to learn that FM24, the top wonder kids in here. I can use what I've produced over the last 5 years and really take it away and understand. The short form content, your fancy Premier Leagues, they need to be out. They need to go. Like that needs to be fast content because As soon as you put that video out, no one cares about the previous game weeks. It's that game week done. Whereas with these series, these are rewatchable, so you've really got to put your heart into them. And then these information type videos, there's things to be looked at. And subscribers wise, you can see here, I actually got another subscriber on February the 10th, which was interesting. It's just strange to see all this. So I'm going to just show you over my lifetime. You can see this graph now, trajectory and so on and so forth. The views itself, I don't pride myself on views. I pride myself on the engagement, and that's what I quite like, is the engagement, the audience. I've had 41.2k views, nearly 1 million impressions, which is crazy to think. Absolute crazy work. And you can see here, like, I published a hell of a lot of videos in this period, especially around this period as well. Like, this is where the Dortmund save started to take off, started to get some traction. It was around October 12th, 2023. So FM came out, and that was it. It sort of took off. I did my Dortmund save, and it settled down, and I did my, I've started to look at other bits and bobs that I've uploaded. I had the Birmingham save that came out around May time. As that was settling down, the Birmingham save took off really, really well again. Dortmund and Birmingham, and now we've sort of teetered out again where, the other day you get quite a lot of views, but again, not so much. And then down here, you're looking at May 31st. This was around when I thought I might be able to do something with the channel. This was around, I don't know what this time period was actually. It doesn't let you actually click and see stuff, but this is like, I think around this period was when I was doing, I'm trying to think where I did it. I think this was tactical transfers, which is interesting. And I quite like the idea of, I've had these like 4 different peaks. So I had tactical transfers, and a bit of I think this was the Euros, maybe when it was the Euros late, or I can't remember. And then we had this Dortmund period. We've got the Birmingham save, and now I've sort of come back to the fact that I just want to do what I enjoy best, which is making decent YouTube videos. As you can see here, kit tier lists that are relevant for the year, that got a lot of traction, a lot of views. Dortmund, that was really successful. A lot of these information type ones about Football Manager, they go really well. One-off videos like my Euro predictions and Wan-Bissaka in the Euro 2021. That's exactly what I was looking at. This was one of the big points where I started making videos on picking players based on stats, which was interesting. And then also tactical transfers, that kicked off as well. So I want to start doing that again. So I think I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to see how things go. I hope this is interesting for you to look at. I know I've gone a little bit over my 10 minutes, but don't earn any money yet. That's the key one. I need 500 subs. I think I actually need 3,000 watch hours as well. And then I can apply for getting some financial bonuses, which will be interesting, which is probably the aim, revenue streams, living your life, doing good. I'd enjoy it. So, yeah, content-wise, I want to try and progress, try and get some more stuff out there. Audience-wise, I hope you are enjoying things. I've got consistent returning viewers who like the channel, new viewers constantly. This figure here, 13.4% of my watch time from subscribers, is actually a good figure. And that's exactly what I want. I want a lot of community-driven. Everyone talks about the game. Everyone talks about football. Everyone talks about whatever the topic is. Basketball, talking about tactics in basketball. It's interesting for me, interesting for you. We're both learning. We're both getting something out of it, and that's exactly what I want to do. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to go to my end screen now, if I can find it, which is this one. But I'll go back to my first screen, because make this a bit more intimate. I want to just finish on this saying I really appreciate all the support over the years. It's been a really big journey. I've grown, definitely, in the last 5 years. My life has changed drastically since that boy that was sat in his room in my parents' house went through COVID, had a job, moved job, had no girlfriend, got a girlfriend, had no house, got a house. I'm very fortunate, and I know where I am. And it's now that I'm maturing, I've sort of had this moment, your quarter life crisis, if you want to call it, where I've realised this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. I'm going to look forward to it. I'm going to look forward to the future. So, thank you guys for watching. I forgot how to end these videos as well, actually. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, is the main one. That's always the main goal, is for you to enjoy it. I will be bringing out the PSG. It'll be called the French Revolution. Obviously, Mbappe has left. We've got the new saves, the new transfers in on the FM24. Got a new database. Got a new match engine to use. A lot of interesting things going on. So I'm going to see how things go. FM itself is in a bit of a pit at the moment with no game this year. So let's see what we can make of it. This is a readjustment year for myself. See how I can adapt to no Football Manager. See how I can adapt to, the current climate of YouTube and how things are. And I'd like to be, I'd like to try and keep this as entertaining as I can and as personable as I can. I think that's the two things. Entertaining and personable and community driven is the three things probably I'd like to try and do. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please as ever leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I shall catch you in the next one. Let me know what you think about the new graphic. I know it's a bit of a change, it's a bit more simpler, but we'll see. That's what I'm going to try and make this. A bit more simpler, still the same quality, but just a bit more simple. Easy, watching, entertaining, consistent, and community driven. So yeah, thank you guys for watching as ever. Catch you in the next one. From me, Alex. Have a great day. Ciao.